Alright, in chapter 17, we're getting into powder metal processes and equipment. So powder metallurgy is just a net shape forming process. Okay, don't forget your net shape. And it consists of metal powder production, and then we have blending, and we have compaction, right? In dyes, of course, we do it, and we have sintering to impact your strength and then your hardness and your toughness, right? In these powders. So first, produce the powder, you blend them, and then you compact them in dyes, and then you sinter. Okay. So when you take a look at the powder metallurgy products, and the size and weight, right, of them are very limited. So relatively complex parts, they can be produced economically in net shape form. Of course, don't forget that. Also, you can get good dimensional tolerances, and we can be able to make powders from a variety of metal and alloy. Yeah. Secondary and finishing operations are performed by powder metallurgy parts. Why do we do it? To improve dimensional accuracy, your surface finish. So every time you think about the finishing operation, we're definitely hitting around these things. So mechanical, physical properties, and of course appearance for your customers. So secondary and finishing operations, they are forging. You can do heat treating. You can do machining, grinding, plating, impregnation, right? That's done with oil, and also infiltration, low melting point metal. Okay, so these are all the operations that we do in secondary and finishing. Considerations. Of course, dealing with your product quality all the time, we always consider so many factors, so many variables, right? Parameters for product quality. So the control of powder shape and quality. Control your shape, control your quality, right? Your process variables, very important, right? And your sintering atmosphere or your environment, okay? These are your considerations. Mechanical and physical properties. Density is physical property. We put it here so you can be able to pay attention for it, right? You can control them, yeah. You can use your tooling design to control them. You can also adjust, right, the compacting pressure. Powder injection molding. So there's a type of molding that's important in powder metallurgy process because it involves mixing the very, very fine metal powders, right, with polymer. So you've got metal and you got polymer, okay? And then to make them flow more easily, okay, into molds of complex shapes. You usually mix them, right? So if you mix the metal in your polymer, which is your plastic, right, they're gonna flow easy. Okay, they're gonna flow easily into the molds, right? Of all the complex shapes that we're trying to make, right? By using this powder injection molding. Design considerations. So they include the shape of the part and the ability to eject the green compact, right, from the die. That's after mixing, of course, and blending, and then your dimensional tolerances, right, that are acceptable for the application. So I'm just trying to tell you that these, design considerations are, we're dealing with the shape, right? That's the reason why you have to consider um, the shape of the part, the ability to eject, okay, the grain compact, and then the dimensional tolerances. So you consider all of that, okay, in your design considerations. The metallurgy process is suitable for medium, right, to high volume production runs, and also for relatively small parts. So we use powder metallurgy, medium, high volume production runs, and also for smaller, okay, also for small parts. Powder metallurgy or your PM, okay, it has competitive advantages on other methods of production like casting, forging, and machining. Okay, so this is the end of your keynote for powder metal processes and equipment. And you ought to know at least these key points, okay, for chapter 17.